Hello everyone, and welcome to the Japanese Grand Prix. So it is of course career mode then. We're getting towards the end of the season now, and I've got a pretty healthy lead in the championship. I believe it's around 2 race wins, so it's looking pretty good. I'm in my 14 as you saw there. So starting from the back of the grid then, as per usual, live commentated as well. And let's have a look at my teammate challenge then, still kicking his ass. Absolutely, look at that, 13 to 1, 10-0. Out qualified, of course I'm not qualifying, doesn't really count. 13-1 fastest laps, and I've got 237 points to his measly 17. Strategy then, so once again I'm going to go the alternative strategy. I think it's going to be difficult to overtake on this track, so I'm not expecting a win. So probably will pit a bit early on that, but we'll see. Setup then, 1-1 wings, 47.53 high standard brakes, 11.11 balance, 11.11 suspension. Gears are like that, they're probably a bit short, but it was wet in practice. I haven't really had much practice on this track. Got a brand new engine for this race, and I've got full left camber and full right toe. So let's go then. So you can tell by the L in the top left of the screen that I will be using the throttle and brake overlay for the remaining race of the season. Part of the Alex getting unplugged, really. End to F1 2012 just to make it a bit more entertaining. Just chill out a bit, just make it a bit different. Why not? McLaren 1-2 then, Lewis Hamilton is one of my championship rivals on pole position. Mark Webber's my other rival, he's a little bit further back, not sure where, and there was my teammate right in the middle. And there I am, beautiful me, right at the back of the grid. So you can see the throttle brake on the left-hand side, sorry. So +2 of fuel, on cautious, and here we go then, we're going to be moving away from the grid in just a minute. Here we go then, so straight to race mixture. Getting quite a wheel spin, but it wasn't too bad, straight past HRT with lots of curves. I'm going to stop using it now because I can see I'm not going to get anywhere. Oh, lots of people run wide. I'm going to take my opportunity there and dive up the inside a few of them. Worked quite nicely as they're all going slowly again. Whoa, almost hit my teammate there. He's trying to stick on the outside of the Ferrari, which I've done quite nicely. Up to P13 already. Oh, squeeze through past my teammate. He's going to go wide, I think. As I managed to get past him there just about. So Williams ran wide there. Too far back to take advantage of it though. Closing in on them though, you can see. I'm going to try and not cut any corners this race if I can help it. Almost did one there straight away. I'm going to stay on Rich for a minute. Purely because I'm in a pack. Oh, we braked very early there. I was tempted to try and go on the outside of him there, but it wouldn't have worked. So the rest is having a go at me, but I've got slipstream and stuff. I should be case backed out of it as well. He saw this as a corner. And oh, get some grass on my tyres. I'm going to go up the inside of centre though into this corner. Go for it now. Brake very late. Can I get it slowed down? Just about. Nah, and he's not going to have a go. Back at me, so that's P11 then, so almost into the points already. The rest of my curves, I'm a little far, but a little way back. You see I've held up the guys behind me while I'm making that move. And I'm going to just stand in just a minute. No, I'm not going to say to Rich. Full throttle on this corner then. Just commit to it, and it worked nicely. 130R. Braking pretty late. Got away with it. Through the chicane then, so I'm struggling to catch these guys ahead now. There's only been a couple of corners. We'll see what I can do in the first sector. Traditionally, this track isn't that strong for me. I'm not that great at it. This Button's now leading to Hamilton in P2. Oh, shouldn't have got back on the throttle then. Just about get away with it. Luckily that the rear end stepped out because it spun me back onto the track. As they're battling ahead, sewing each other up nicely. Come around the S's now. Even though I'm on Rich, if I'm closing, I'm not closing in a lot, I might. Oh, let's get right out of the throttle there to save going in the gravel. Absolutely full throttle now, you can see. Jam on the brakes, get it turned in. As, what are they called? Is that Lesmos? Or is that Monza? I always get confused. The Lesmos and what's the other one? They're one of them and Monza's another one. Oh. I'm going to go with Lesmos, but I think I'm wrong. Do let me know in the comments if you think I'm wrong. I think it's Lesmos, but that might be Monza. I'm not too sure. But anyway, we're in a race at the moment. Too much yib-yab going on. You can see I'm definitely not really got the pace on the guys ahead. That's just those guys, the guys in the lead are pulling away even further. And I'm even on Rich at the moment. So I'm going to start going to the standard at least for the first sector, probably the first 2 sectors. On purple, but of course that was because the last lap was a standing start lap. You can see pretty good on the brakes in there though. I still need to catch up with them a bit, but I've missed my apex quite badly. Take a lot of curbs, try and make up for it, but didn't really pay off too well. Just going to say to Rich then for this straight. And we're going to stand at the end of it. So where's Webber then? His Mother Championship rival. He's probably in the pack ahead somewhere. Go to standard now then. As they're battling ahead again. Slowing each other up beautifully. Oh, very wide there. Got a bit of oversteer on the curb. Try and stay flat for that corner, but it's easier said than done. Well, it's not. It's easy, but it's hard to do that and get a good line for the next corner. And on the grass a bit there. Almost flat. If you watch my throttle on the left-hand side there, I believe I lifted just a little bit. This is definitely harder than the last race to win as I run wide. Bit of oversteer on the curb. 6/10 up my previous lap. Wow. Okay, that's a lot. And just about managed to get it all slowed down, get on the grass a bit. So I'm going to stay to standard until I get to the straight then. And I think I might be closing down on him a little bit, but not a lot if I am. But I should be faster in the second half of this race when I've got the brand new option tyres on. Ooh, got a bit on the grass there. Doesn't make too much difference in that corner though, luckily. Go to Rich now, then use the rest of my cars. I'm still losing time to the guys ahead, I would say, especially the leaders. I think my chance of winning this race is pretty much 0. But we'll see how the second stint plays out. Oh, as I get a bit. But even later this lap, I get away with it though, managed to get it turned in, ease off the brakes a little bit on turn-in. To allow the car to turn, if you stay hard on the brake, you should either lock your tyres or it just won't turn in. Or both. 1.6 now to the guy's head, but luckily I'm pulling a gap to the guy behind, so that's not really a worry. As I ran wide there though, miles over my apex, look at that.
Paul's pitting this lap.
Manual tells me Paul the rest is pitting this lap. I might pit soon for options, to be honest, because I don't think tyre wear is very high on this track. I'll have a look in just a minute when I'm out of these S's. I can't be checking that when I'm trying to constantly corner. As I get on the grass, and almost got on the grass the other side, I had to ease off a bit. Tyre wear's fine, do I dare go to it already? End up stuck in traffic. Let's have a look, quite a big gap to behind. It reckons I'll come out in P19 to 20, so... Oh, engine failure there. Grosjean. Put me off a bit, didn't expect to see that. That's very rare. Engine just blew up. I don't think I've ever seen that in this game. It's very, very rare. The engines are incredibly reliable. Which is in real F1. It's not like it's unrealistic necessarily, but there we go. Using the rest of my cars now then. They've slowed down a bit ahead. I think I might have caught them a little bit, but I could be wrong. 1.8, so I haven't, but the previous gap was to a car in between us, so...
We're gaining on the car ahead in sector 2, sector 2.
So I'm going to stay out for a little bit, they're not going to pit just yet. Go to Rich down this straight once again. I've definitely closed in, but not by enough. 1.4 now it is. So hopefully their tyres are starting to wear now as they're having a bit of battling up ahead. That should slow them each other down. That was a much better corner there. Couldn't quite bring it back perfectly to the apex, but you want to be on that curb ideally. Keep it full throttle now for this corner. Gaining confidence as the fuel comes off. You want to get us on these curbs as much as possible without going on the grass. You do not want to be on the grass. It will compromise you heavily in the next corner. You use a few tenths just by being on the grass. You want to stay absolutely forward in this corner. Couldn't quite do it. I went for it. It didn't pay off. Not at all. Just about managed to bring it back though. Cost me time though for sure. I'm still being compromised now. It's unsettled me. Got dirty tyres, but they're all bunching up nicely ahead now though. I'm going to stay out, I think. It's like just about bring it back to the apex. Going to Rich now very early, see if I can get a bit of DRS. Use a bit of curves here. Might have been his slipstream on the next straight if I can. It's going to be close to DRS, I would imagine. I'm just outside at the moment, but need to nail this corner, which I've just about. Yep, that was really nice. Rest of my cars being used now then. I think I might just about get DRS. It's going to be close. Should do it though. About 8 tenths I reckon. Oh, 7, so yeah, no problem really. Getting DRS I shouldn't be. But very late as well for good measure, just to make sure I get it, and I absolutely will get it now as I run wide though. No chance of overtake. They're pitting now, so we'll pit next lap to cover them. And there we go, bit of DRS. It's going to help me in terms of lap time. It's free lap time, as I've said before, DRS. You don't use it up like KERS. KERS is kind of free lap time because you just use it and that's where you gain wherever you use it, but you use it up, so there isn't any left when you've used it. You can't use it elsewhere. DRS, you can use it as many times as you want as long as the game allows it, so you always want to get DRS. Not at all costs, but definitely want to try and get as much as possible. As Hamilton stayed out, then Button's pitted, so I could see a change in the lead. So I'm up again, first sector, 300, so not a lot. So I braked too early there, winded up all over the grass. 2.1 to the car ahead, so no chance of catching him, but that's good because I'm not going to get held up in the pits. There's a lot of outside tyre. That would have been probably quite interesting to watch the brake trail there. Although I didn't really do too much. Usually I ease off as soon as that happens, but it happened very early in the braking zone, so I had to just stay heavy on the brakes. Desperately trying to slow the car down, which didn't really work, because then I had to ease off later on anyway. I'm going to go rich now then for this last straight. And the rest of my KERS, I think I've closed in on Rosberg, to be honest. It was 2.1. Looks like it might be less now, maybe 1.5. 0.6, yep. So I've definitely closed in on them. So I'm quicking them at the moment, but that's just at the moment. Let's brake very late again. Compromise my line, but doesn't matter. I'm coming to the pits. Pushing Rosberg pit. Oh, I had to get right on the throttle there. I wound up in that pit wall, which would have meant end of my race. So quite close to Rosberg ahead then, which is good. I've held up a Red Bull there. That's always a good thing. I think that's Webber as well, one of my championship rivals. So whatever my time is now is what I'll lose to Webber. Very good stop once again by the Force India guys. Good to see. A couple of cars passing us now then. There's going to be one or maybe two more that passes us. Bit of KERS next it. They're battling behind, but I should stay ahead of them. I do indeed. Oh, I've got a bit deep though. These cold tyres. Stay off me, Kobayashi. This is home Grand Prix, of course. Very aggressive driver. To be 7 now though. I think that's more than when I came into the pits, so I have gained a few. That's Rosberg next. I've definitely gained on Rosberg in that pit stop phase, haven't I? So still can't quite go full for there. Suspect I will do next lap when my tyres are warm. But not just yet. I'm going to save my KERS. Looks like I've now got the pace on these guys already, which is good, but there's still a little way to the leaders. Look at that. I think Hamilton is back into the lead, so one of my championship rivals looking like he could win this race. I think I'm probably the only one that can stop and I've gone deep there though. Nice and close to Rosberg now. Going to get some beautiful slipstream on him. Look at this, he must be on lean. Gaining loads on him. I'm only on standard. And I've got him now up the inside. Move over Rosberg, I'm coming through. What's he doing? That's what's annoying about the AI on this game. If you beat them, like, particularly with Mercedes drivers, both Rosberg and Schumacher, they're quite aggressive in that respect. If you get alongside them like that, they will just try and outrage you by putting their foot down. So yeah, they get ahead of you, but they wind up off the track. So if that was gravel, you'd have been screwed. But there we go, P6 it is then. That's all over that curb. That's just what we want to do. Not cut the corner, but get as much as the curb as you can. Just allow me to close down Alonso, but not by enough to get DRS, I don't think. Nope. They're still battling. It's a top 3 battle for the lead by the looks of it, so hopefully I can get involved with that before the end of the race, but there's only 5 laps left to go. Certainly a tall order, particularly on a track that I'm not all that strong at. But the more places I get, the more points I also get, of course. Minimising damage limitation.
The car ahead is running on the prime tyre. We have an advantage here.
I'm hoping to put in the fastest lap now. If not this lap, next lap. So that was easy full throttle then. A lot more grip on getting from these option tyres now. I'm going to stay on standard for a minute. So I ran a bit wide there. Not too bad though, just under a second now. So I will get DRS as long as I can maintain this sort of distance over the whole lap. Brake late this corner, but managed to make the apex. Definitely got more grip. Let's see how easy overtake him now. Look at this. Couldn't have been closer if I tried, could I? So he doesn't do a Rosberg, so he backs out a bit more, which is again realistic. He's true to life. That's what he would do in real life. He's not going to risk it all. Go to Rich now and see if I can get away from his DRS purely because he's got so much KERS. Might be able to do it. Might be able to. 1.6. It's not looking good at the moment, but section point, I believe, is on the exits this corner. We know I'm good on the brakes. These tires are giving me a lot of grip in the slow speed corners.
Okay,
I might have done it.
good. You're matching race pace.
Not too sure. He's too far back to do it. But anyway, fast lap of the race then. So someone was in the pits there. Not sure who that was.
You're coming up to one of the Red Bulls.
But that puts me up to P5. Once I did get DRS, I heard him coming. As I can't turn. That corner's also easily full throttle now. So Webber next then, another one of my championship rivals for a podium spot. So that's always good to get on the podium regardless of position on that podium, but it doesn't mean much in this game though, does it? Because there isn't a podium celebration. All it means is you go into Parc Ferme, but that is something, I guess. But it'd be nice to have podium celebrations, which of course we're not going to get in 2013 either. I'll be very surprised if they don't come for 2014 though. The next generation, and once again, pretty much later than Webber there. He's got Webber still on the exit there. That's going to slow him down all the way down this straight. I'm not going to use any curves. Purely because I want as much slipstream as possible. I want to be able to take him to the next corner ideally. I want more slipstream down the next straight as well. Okay, it's definitely got more grip, so I've run a bit wide there, but didn't cost me any time. I don't really want to take him down this straight either, to be honest. I'd rather get DRS, but we'll see. Looks like I'm probably not going to. I'm going to try and save my curves if I can. Worked out quite nicely in the end. Don't know if I'm going to get DRS now or not. All I know is he's using all my cars and gone rich just in case I don't. But I do, which means he's not going to.
We're running much higher than we ever expected.
Just about managed to get it. It was horribly slow in that chicane. Probably would have been better off overtaking him before that, to be honest, but there we go. Button up next then, but I've only got 3 laps left to go and he's a little way down the road. I'm not expecting to catch him before the end, but it's not going to stop me trying as usual. Probably quite interested to watch my throttle mapping and these corners. Brakes not so much because it's just a case of jam it on, take it off, jam it on, take it off, but throttle, so a lot of on off, on off. Oh, was I running wide out on the curb, but got away with it. It's one thing running right out on the curb because it unsettles the car. It's another thing to try and brake on that curb because it's not obviously designed for it to be braked on as I've run a bit wide, but no, these tyres give so much grip, managed to claw it back. Look how much time I'm just getting on them there in one corner. How much fuel I've got left? +2, so at the end of this lap I'll go rich and... oh, that's not where I want to be. I'm going to go rich for this straight. Yeah, I'm only going to go standard for the first sector for the remaining laps.
We think the car behind is
Should then get to me to the end. 3.6 to button now, didn't check the gap before, so we'll see if I can reduce that. I've managed to maintain my lap time. I'm not sure how far that is going to be off my best set. I've run wide there, got a bit of, not oversteer, but the car was sliding mid-corner, which compromised me. But even if I just finish here, third, still good. So just off my fastest lap, I can definitely go faster than lap though, no doubt about that. 2.5, so I have gained on the guys ahead. I think I might be able to catch them by the end, perhaps, if I'm lucky. Especially if they start battling a bit. Pushing hard now then. Bit wide there. Braked a bit late. And once again too wide. I have to come off the throttle, right off the throttle. Oh, got onto a bump. Don't spin. Oh, what a nightmare. Oh, once again another mistake by me has cost me the lead of this race. Rosberg going slow, even though I've got gravel on my tyres, he's still going slow. 5.2 seconds. Oh, more oversteer. Fishtail in there because of the gravel on my tyres and the curb. So I can barely get it slowed down. That's disappointing, isn't it? But it might have been a boring end anyway. I'm now going to have to try and catch up just to get back into third place. Nice in this slipstream then. Still got a bit of gravel on my tyres, so it's good to be behind Rosberg in his slipstream, gain a bit of time down the straights. Go to rich now then. Get the rest of my curves as well. Not going to bother waiting around for DRS like I did with Webber, because it didn't work that well, did it? Go then alongside him. We're back out now, I'm sure. There he goes. And means I should hopefully keep away from my DRS zone.
Made that look easy.
Undoubtedly easier said than done though. A lot of curb there. No, he will get DRS. So, another mistake by me, like I said. My fail. No one else's fault but my own. I'm going to stay rich now though till the end. He's gaining a lot on me, but he's not going to be close enough to have a go. He probably would be in real life, but with the AI on this game, he's not going to. 2.8 to Alonso, so if that's possible, it was also possible to take the win, unfortunately. Which would have been a better result, but you can't win them all. I can P5 now then, so I lost 3 places because of that mistake. See if I can actually do this corner now then. I still have to ease off, but I managed to make it. What's the gap now going to be? 3.2, so they've actually managed to extend the gap
Rosberg's
to
right
me,
behind you. Push hard.
which is not what I wanted them to do. Front tyres are starting to wear a bit now. Brake even later for that corner, but got it slowed down actually quicker because I braked in a straight line and harder. Easier said than done in that corner to brake in a straight line harder because it's obviously a corner just before there. And then if you brake harder, of course, you're more likely to lock your wheel, in which case it'll possibly even put you in the gravel, let alone just push you wide. So I've definitely gained on them ahead though. But I've only got 1 lap to do it, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, to be honest. Which is disappointing. But hey, it does liven up the championship. I'm going to be purple by the looks of it though. So fastest lap of anyone. Brake very late. Managed to get started nicely, but once again staying straight and keeping heavy on the brakes. It's definitely a better braking strategy, but it is more risky. You can more likely to lock. Fastest lap of the race then, a 36.8. 2.1 still to Alonso ahead, so we're only gaining about a second on this lap, so it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do it. I expect I'll be getting a whiff of some slipstream down the back straight. Oh, but maybe not now. See that? Less grip there because of the grass on the outside wheel. And F1 cars, I'm sure you're aware, leans heavily on the outside wheel when you corner. So if that wheel's got less grip, you can go around there slower. So if you've got grass on the inside wheel, it doesn't make as much of a difference. Oh, gone a bit fast, but managed to stay out of the gravel, which is good. 2.8 now, so yeah, no chance of catching him. But did he just gain 6 tenths on me in the middle first sector? Brake too late, ran wide. So yeah, no chance of catching them. 1 more lap, might have got him, but there we go. Like I said, completely my mistake. Hamilton is going to take the win, so he will possibly take second in the championship. Now Alonso is going to take, Webber, sorry, my other championship rival is going to take third. But he won't gain quite so much on me. Hamilton will gain probably something like 15 points on me at least. No, about 15 points or so. Yeah, it's still 2 seconds, so nowhere near. Hopefully it'll be about 1.5 by the time we cross the line, but I've got a bit on the throttle there on entry. That's another tactic I sometimes use. Hamilton does take the win, and I come across the line now to take just 5th place, when it could have been the win. There we go, I lost about 6 seconds, I reckon, at least, in the gravel. Teammate was 16th. So 8.8 to Hamilton in the end, so 6 seconds would have been 2.8, so mind you, I was that when I crashed, wasn't I? So I think I possibly could have caught him. Whether I could have caught him early enough to overtake him is another thing, but there we go. I still got fast lap of the race, a 36.8, but it shows it's closer. Look, I was on the faster tyre there, on the slower tyre. Their fast lap was a 37.1, so definitely not closer. So 10 points there. Hamilton gets 25. Webber gets another 5 on me. Let's have a look how that affects it. So Webber's still second, fortunately, and it's still 51-point lead to Webber, so still over 2 race wins. So it's not too bad. Was damage limitation, especially after that mistake. And there we can see I'm still 3rd in the standings. So McLaren just gained a whole load of points by getting that 1-2. But more 2nd. So it looks like Forcing is still going to struggle to hold on to 3rd. Not any higher by the looks of it. There we go, and that was this video. Once again, we're going to try and bosh them all out by the end of the season. Hopefully I can win the title. I would like to win it in Abu Dhabi, just like I did with my league race. That would be quite good. I do enjoy that track, so that's my goal. But we'll see if I have another few races like that. That certainly won't be possible. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.